So I guess fair to say that by not getting that deal, you probably have not lost an ounce of sleep over it.
Absolutely not. I actually left corporate America back in 2017 permanently.
There always seems to be more of a drive towards going to residential. Why do you think that is?
That we turned around and reinvested into another property where we're going to make more money in the long run. The aha moment was when the
Hey guys, welcome to CRE Investor Coach Success Series, where we spotlight the remarkable journeys and outcomes that some of our members have had. And today we're super excited to welcome Brett Ludwig. Brett, welcome. Thank you so much for being on today's call.
Thanks for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
If you wouldn't mind just taking a couple of minutes and just sharing a little bit about your background and what drew you to commercial real estate investing.
Actually, I was involved in purchasing for some large corporations for many years, and eventually reached a point where I realized I didn't want to continue doing it for the rest of my life. So I was looking for other alternatives to, to create some other income streams. And that's where I got involved in real estate. Started out small. My wife and I were flipping houses, and then we bought a couple, some duplexes, some smaller 4-unit rental properties, and just kind of grew our little portfolio ourselves. Ended up partnering up with some family members on some other properties, but ultimately, I could see the potential in larger commercial properties, and I wanted to move out of the residential space into more of the commercial space, bigger buildings, efficiencies of scale and those types of things.
Are you still working as a purchaser for a large corporation?
I am not. I actually left corporate America back in 2017 permanently. Got my real estate license, started out as a residential agent and then moved over into the commercial side in 2020, and that's where I'm at now.
Was there a reason why you kind of started with residential versus just going right into commercial?
It just seemed easy. It seemed like, okay, I'm familiar with this, nothing that concerns me, nothing that makes me nervous. So that's kind of the road we went down.
And then you had mentioned flipping. Right. Maybe not everyone knows what flipping is. What's flipping a home?
Yeah, that's buying a home at maybe it's foreclosed, maybe it's just abandoned and discounted greatly because it's in terrible condition. So you get it at a big discount. You go in, paint it, carpet, flooring, do all kinds of renovations, whatever you need to do to bring it up to a beautiful, sparkling new home, and then you sell it at market and make a nice profit on it.
So I guess just out of curiosity, since 2017, how many flips have you guys done?
Actually, since 2017, we haven't done a single one. We did most of them back during the downturn in 2010, 11, 12. We actually did a new build in 2018, bought a vacant lot and did a new build on that. So that was kind of a unique and interesting thing. But we've been focused on buy and hold strategies since probably about 2016, 2017.
Now, how many assets do you guys currently hold?
Actually, we just closed on the sale of one yesterday, but we now have 8 properties with 19 total units that we own ourselves. And then we have another 32 units that we have a shared ownership in with some family members.
At least for the last 3 to 5 years, right? As market continues to appreciate, what was the driving factor between the decide to hold versus sell?
Originally, we planned on holding these as our retirement income. We would just, amass a small portfolio or large portfolio, whatever the case may be, and live off that retirement income. With the way properties have appreciated over the last couple of years, it actually just makes more sense to sell the property, get that equity turned around and reinvest it into another property where, we're going to make more money in the long run.
Yeah, it's really interesting, from a lot of investors we talk to, or, maybe newer investors who are transitioning or wanting to supplement their income, there always seems to be more of a drive towards going to residential. Why do you think that is? Like, what drove you guys to residential versus jumping right into commercial?
It's just the familiarity of it, the scale of it. It's not intimidating. It just feels like, okay, this is a logical next step. To think I can get involved in investing in large apartment buildings is something that felt like I don't even know where to start. How do I get involved in this game?
So what steps did you take now to start to transition into commercial real estate?
Well, really, I think the key thing is getting involved with other people who are in the business. There's a lot of people out there in the business that are happy to share and happy to provide information. So just, connecting with those people and moving forward, with someone that has the knowledge at your side.
Now, is that part of what intrigued you about CRE Investor Coach?
Absolutely. It felt like a great way to get connected with people that could act as mentors, and also with other like-minded investors that, we could bounce ideas off each other and kind of take best practices, see how people are doing things, and kind of move forward that way.
Through your, kind of initial mastermind program, did you find yourself reaching out, connecting with others, strategizing, talking about ways to work together?
Yeah, we did some offline connections after our meetings, and talked about some different potential opportunities even that other members of the group would bring forward. So it was a great way to see other projects that were out there, various, some really different kinds of projects. Not everything was, hey, it's a value add multifamily. We saw other types of things, and getting that exposure and learning more about different ways of putting deals together was very valuable.
Looking back, is there, kind of one moment in the last year and a half where it was like an aha moment of like, I can really see how I can go from A to B in the commercial space, get more comfortable, and know that there's resources available to actually heed forward on future opportunities?
Well, the aha moment was when the opportunity to participate in the program came up, and that's when I said, okay, I'm going to do this. Why? Because I want to be with those people. I want to work with the people that are trying to do what I'm doing, and I want to work with the people that have done it before and are willing to teach me how to move forward. So that was it. Was
there anything that just really was like, oh man, if I had known about this 5 years ago, whoa.
Yeah, I think for me personally, it was how to underwrite a commercial deal, because ultimately I need to be 100% confident in what I'm investing in. And the only way for me to be confident is to be able to understand all the numbers from top to bottom, how we got there, and what our justification is for all of our assumptions. I don't want to go into a deal not knowing exactly why these numbers work out the way they do.
Do you happen to have an example where maybe you found an opportunity, it looked great based on brokers' projections, and then after you dug into it, it just didn't quite shake out?
Well, it's interesting. We had a property here in Columbus. I would call it an A+ location, maybe a Class B property, but it's 80 units, and it came to market. I took an initial look at it, and I thought, yeah, this is really interesting. I'd like to make a run at this. And we went through a deep dive on the underwriting, and interestingly, came up with a purchase price that we thought would work. Put our offer in, didn't get it, but still, it was just having the knowledge of how to go through that process was invaluable.
So I guess fair to say that by not getting that deal, you probably have not lost an ounce of sleep over it.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. What lies in store for Brett looking forward?
Someday I'd like to put together my own group, get all my own investors and do a deal of my own, and maybe bring someone else in and teach them the ropes someday.
I am also excited to let you guys know that we have brought Brett on as an analyst within one of our private equity funds, kind of as he mentioned on his Ohio deal, and just continuing to challenge members and even myself on underwriting and assumptions. Brett was and is a perfect fit for us in kind of capturing our underwriting style, definitely taking that kind of risk-adjusted, conservative approach. So Brett, even outside of coaching, I am really excited for you to be a part of the team, and definitely look forward to kicking off Fund 2 with you.
For some reason, I find it very, very entertaining to dive into a spreadsheet and spend hours in there looking through everything and just making sure it all plays out the way we think it will.
That's the one cool thing about math is black and white. Right? There is truth and there is not truth. And you are a truth seeker, and I love that about you.
Thank you.
Certainly appreciate you and for taking the time to join us today on today's call.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. If you want to learn more about CRE Investor Coach and what we can do for you, check us out online, creinvestorcoach.com. Do your research, download some free information, schedule that discovery call. Our team is standing by to learn more about you, your goals and objectives, and ultimately how we could be a part of that journey. So take some action, get off the sidelines, and get going, just like Brett did.